Brosplay! Once you've seen the red and the fire of the light, you can't settle for shadows that dance through the night.
Ooh, what's that from? The
That's
Bible?
the sixth song that I already that I mentioned in this playthrough. I recently got Dad into sixth, and I'm pretty proud of myself.
Oh, you did,
I've
eh?
only been listening to them for like 3 years.
But that's also very much not his style.
No.
Which you wouldn't expect it to be, right? Because sixth is a style that didn't even really exist until recently.
Actually, no, they started in 2003, I think.
But that's still pretty recent.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Would you describe it as screamo?
No, absolutely not. There's no. I don't think there's any screaming.
No?
No.
Do I not know
wouldn't
sixth at
classify
all?
it.
Maybe you've just been talking about it for so long that I've just conflated it with all these other bands that you've talked about.
I guess if you consider, maybe you would consider it screaming. I don't know.
Well, basically, if I can't understand all of the words that are being said, I generally tend to consider it as screamo.
Well, screamo is a genre.
It's true, and screamo also is a style that I honestly think you were just supposed to kill that guy.
It's so strange.
Yeah, this machine they gave you with no purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Sixth. It was funny. Dad was listening to it, and he said the last time you showed me Sixth, I couldn't stop just hearing their music. Like I wanna like show me more. So we just sat there and listened to songs, and it was a really fun experience because I don't do that. I don't just sit and listen to music ever. So that was fun.
That was something that I used to do a lot.
Well, yeah, well, there's nothing to do
In the 70s and 80s. Yeah, but at the same time,
I'm totally joking. It's a music appreciation thing.
No, but is it? I mean, people used to go and lie and watch the clouds, which they don't really do anymore. In some ways, the records, like sitting around listening to records, was partly because there was truly nothing to do.
That's true, but I do know I've
That was the best jump that we've probably seen in this whole playthrough.
Oh, is there an up? Did I come from that direction? Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ask me where we're going, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck was I talking about?
Listening to music appreciation.
Right. I have heard
Go
of
behind those
people
trees.
just sitting and listening to music.
Which is pretty sweet. We kind of used to do that, but it wasn't just sitting and listening to music. It was like, we're having a few drinks, sitting and listening to music, or like that was tough.
I don't appreciate that.
That was tough. A buddy of mine was always really into all kinds of music, hip hop, old style rock, new style rock, rap,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. So we would just sit around and it would be like Pink Floyd and Kid Cudi in the same playlist.
Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't even think I know Kid Cudi. Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, you've almost definitely heard
He's
of him just because he's so infamous.
Is it like Stoner in the Night or whatever?
Something like that.
The lazy stoner likes to free his mind at night.
Oh.
At night.
Yeah. I think it's just called At Night.
The fuck is
But he has some really good songs. One of my favorite songs by him is Mr. Rager. I don't remember if that's the name of the album too.
Mr. Rager?
Hey, Mr. Rager.
Oh yeah. Maybe I know that.
And then we would listen to one of my favorite songs of all time is Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd.
I don't know if I know that one.
Well, I mean, that I don't believe. You definitely know it. It's a 13-minute song.
Oh.
So there's very many completely unique phases to it that could like almost be considered their own songs.
Do you know a part that I would probably know?
Like the Shine On You Crazy Diamond part, which I don't even know if singing it would really help. Most of the song is instrumental. That's why I couldn't sing it for you.
Right.
Like most of the best parts actually are instrumental.
Interesting. What I loved about Dad being into Sixth is he says, "How are these other bands in their genre not afraid of them? Like, they're so good." And I said, "That's why I keep bringing them up to people, because nobody wants to check them out." And I'm like, "But they're so good. They're so interesting."
That's the thing. It's just if there aren't enough people into the genre. It's like the being the king of a little pond. They may also be the kings of a big pond. The problem is they don't have that big pond.
That's true. They actually quit because they weren't like, I don't know if it was necessarily because they hadn't caught on, but they did it for years. They started in like 2003, I think, and then quit in 2008. And in like 2011 or 12, maybe even later, they got a sudden increase in their following, even though they hadn't been actively making music for Sixth. And they decided to rejoin up together and make my favorite album.
What's it called?
The Future in Whose Eyes. You know when you know a group so well that when you hear the title. Oh, is it back?
Yeah, you gotta backtrack out of here.
Oh. That when you hear the title, you're like, of course it is.
A little bit, yeah.
Like when I read The Future in Whose Eyes, and I'm like, of course it is Sixth.
I don't know if you're supposed to go this way, bro.
I think you said backtrack.
Yeah, but I just like.
Are you impressed with that tuck and jump that I did? No!
Let's see where you.
Oh,
spawn.
come on!
All right, well you backtracked because you already got the power cell.
Is that what I'm after? I don't even know what this game's about.
I'm just waiting until they tell us it's over. Isn't that what you're doing?
We weren't even intending to play this whole thing. I just want to do it as an homage because this is actually, I went and looked it up. It is one of Naughty Dog's first games. It's like third, I think, or second. They also made Bandicoot.
So they didn't know at the time that Jak was going to be this flagship series.
It was for a very short period of time. It was like, it probably helped with some PS2 sales, I'll tell you that.
Jak the original, like this one?
Jak 1, 2, and 3, because they were all on the PS2.
Oh, I believe that. I know Jak. Well, we only played Jak 2. We never, like, we were not around in this era.
For PS2?
No, like, we weren't playing PlayStation games at the time that Jak and Daxter was out.
I think we were. Not much of a difference, because they were, like, it was being... Oh, no, all three were out. Yeah, that's true. All three were out by the time we discovered it.
No, we started playing Jak 2 when Jak 2 and the original were out.
Really? The third one wasn't out yet?
No, the third one came out and we got it for Christmas very shortly after.
Huh.
Yeah, we got it for Christmas, I think, like, either the year it came out.
Wow.
Yeah, probably the year it came out.
I don't remember that.
You just killed yourself.
I guess so.
By punching him.
Fucking...
What, you don't like this spawn location?
A respawn point. My kingdom for a respawn point.
All my orbs for a respawn point. Why does that thing have like an electrical belt on it?
It's to bounce you.
What?
Because what's more fun than an icy space is bumpers.
I meant the cord hanging from it. It looks like a computer cable.
What cord?
One of those. From the bottom of those platforms, there's cords hanging off of them.
Huh.
They look like, you know how on a computer they have those wide, flat cables?
Yeah.
That are like multiple cables all at once? They look like a bunch of twist ties. You've seen those though, right? You know what I'm talking about.
I was totally pretending to know what you were talking about because I wasn't paying attention, and now I'm lost. What, it's essentially that Chris Pratt, like, I didn't know and now I'm embarrassed to ask or something like that.
Yeah. I didn't know for so long, and then after a while I just couldn't ask.
What were you saying though?
You know those cables that you use inside a computer that are like really, really thin and flat and wide?
Oh yes. Those are satisfying as fuck to plug in.
To plug in, yeah.
I love those.
And like sometimes really nerve-wracking to unplug. When in doubt, long jump. I know, easier said than done. See those cables?
Nah.
You see that, right?
Nah.
No one can get me.
Oh yes, they do.
They look like computer cords. That's why I don't understand what electrical components are in these things.
Because they're like, I don't know, precursors weren't like they were the first ones, right? They're precursors, right?
Well, what were the cursors?
Hey!
Isn't that the real question though?
They were just constantly cursing people. They got the name cursors.
Either that or they pointed at everything.
You know what? Xerox invented the mouse.
I did know that,
they
and
didn't
then
see the potential.
What?
Yeah, I know.
I guess it's hard, like, because
sorry, maybe they just had the original patent or something like that. But I remember there's a movie called Pirates of Silicon Bay. And it's all about Bill Gates and Steve Jobs in the early days. And Bill Gates, when he was working for Apple, went to see. Was he working for Apple? Can't remember. He just went to see the mouse, and Xerox was just uninterested in having the copyright. They just didn't understand why anyone would want to use it. And Bill Gates is like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, but that's. You know, like, it's hard to see into the future in that way. Like, it's hard to anticipate what technologies will be big and what won't. But you have to imagine that something beyond a... Bro.
I thought it's so hard to see.
It's something more than a keyboard would be, like, pretty advantageous.
I remember him, like, saying at the time, like, there needs to be a better way. Like, he knew that the keyboard was not going to be the only thing.
Yeah, because it's too non-intuitive. It's so not designed well for people.
No, but you can still use, like, look at this camera angle.
Yeah.
To this day, you can still completely navigate a computer with a keyboard without a mouse.
Oh, yeah.
They're designed like that.
Which I like.
Woo.
I really appreciate that part. That just brought you back to where you were, bro.
Holy shit.
That was a cool bad guy.
He countered me perfectly. Did you see that?
Yeah, he saw you coming.
I thought that's just how he worked. I thought he was just going to always block.
I saw a list of decisions made by Yahoo. And it was like, Yahoo turns up the offer to buy, like, Google or something.
Yeah.
For like
$1 million?
Couple $1 million.
Yeah.
And then Yahoo turns down an offer to be bought for $400 million by Google. And then like 6 years later, they sold for like $40 million to someone else.
I did see the same one.
It's like, was it Kodiak? No, not
Kodak.
Kodak. They were the ones that got pile drived by Digital Era.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was Kodak.
Well, didn't Kodak? No, that was
it
Polaroid.
Polaroid?
Polaroid. Well, I'm pretty sure Kodak
Kodak 2, I
went
thought.
under, yeah.
Because, yeah, there was a camera company that didn't think digital was going to be the move of the future.
It was Polaroid. I think that's from House of Lies.
Does that mean it was a lie?
Ooh! Strike! No, wait. I mean, sorry, home run!
Fireball.
That would be, yeah, I might get my baseball terms. That was a three-pointer, brother.
A three-pointer.
Yeah.
Do you know what they also call that?
A Steph Curry bomb.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. I heard.
Or an Allen bomb.
He's one of those guys. I'm always impressed.
That's actually a good term. I wonder if people ever use that.
A Steph Curry bomb?
No, Ray Allen is a really, really effective three-point shooter.
Yeah.
He's a super high percentage. So I think Allen Bomb would be a sick name for his three-pointers.
Allen bomb!
Yeah, like, don't you think that's like Edwin Encarnacion is a baseball player? So whenever he gets a home run, what?
Okay, sorry.
He's a Jays player.
Oh, okay.
So his name is Edwin, and every time he gets a home run, he runs around with his elbow up, and it's the Ed Wing. And you're just like that. He holds it up as he runs the bases. So then they sell like Jays T-shirts that like one of the shoulders is red, and it's like an Ed Wing T-shirt.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is so hokey.
I know that. Sometimes I really like those. Those are like
Is there a point to going up here?
Kill him. Dude, there might be a power cell for killing all those guys. Who fucking knows?
Stop the last lurker glacier troop.
That's it. That's all it's gonna tell us.
Why the rest of them?
Because it's a mystery, bro.
It's genuine medical mystery.
Are you ready for a mystery?
So we were talking about Defenders, how you haven't seen it.
Yes.
And I have. I mean, I haven't finished it, but something that really bugs me about it is that there's this rule in filmmaking, and that applies to television. Show, don't tell. So don't tell me that the Black Sky is the fucking greatest fighter ever. Show me that the Black Sky is the greatest fighter ever.
I don't know who that is. I haven't seen the Iron Fist.
It's no, Black Sky has actually been around since, it's like an idea since the first Yeah, it was the first Daredevil. Black Sky is this like legendary fighter.
Does he fight him?
No. I can't remember how it goes in Daredevil. But
either way.
Just the point is, like, they keep fucking mentioning these characters' abilities. They keep saying, like, Daredevil can do these things, and this person can do that, and I keep thinking, like, fucking show me. I don't believe you. You keep saying this stuff, but I haven't seen it yet.
Especially because if I wanted to imagine it, I would read a book.
Exactly.
I came here for you to show me things.
Exactly.
That's why I really appreciate that joke that Joe Rogan has about people who read Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He's like, I get to watch naked people I get to watch people sword fight to death and then strip naked and fuck. And then you're sitting there with your eyes closed.
I can only imagine.
Imagining it. And then it's so funny because everyone who talks about books talks about that exact thing. It's like, it's better when you imagine it. Bro, you have to make that jump this time. I want to stop talking about anything else.
Is it bothering you?
A little. We got to at least make it, like, you can fall elsewhere. You just can't keep falling in this same spot. And that counts as the same spot. Oh.
Are you appreciating that I'm at least shaving some time off with that first jump?
Yes, you have reduced the amount of time each run takes.
I'm a fucking speedrunner, bro.
Fuck. Are we saving time now?
Yeah.
Is this what you wanted?
Okay. Hey.
I don't know why they give you such tiny platforms to roll jump on.
Yeah. It's
because that's
silly.
Bad design. Yeah, that's poor conveyance too. A small space to me does not indicate you should roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
If
you're on a narrow ledge, would you ever be doing somersaults?
Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god, I have no idea where we're going.
Dude, but isn't that Dark Souls level design?
No! No, it's not actually. Dark Souls level no.
I know, that was just a loop.
Thanks.
There was no conjunction there.
I get it. It was a joke. You're making fun of how much I like Dark Souls.
I just love it anytime a game comes back to the same spot. Because now I'm just like, oh, it's Dark Souls like. Oh, it's a Darksoulsvania game. Or is that not how it is? Metroidvania?
It is Metroidvania, but I haven't played Metroid to know whether it's actually like a... I think there's a lot of people who will say things like Battlefield and Call of Duty are just like each other. They're first-person shooters. And it's like,
yeah, there's a big difference there, though.
I guess Lord of the Rings and In the Name of the King were similar too.
Because they're both movies about mythical creatures and swords.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad comparisons you could draw like that. You know, like Math Circus 2 and the like Cranium Brain games.
Math Circus 2!
You know what? You remember Math Circus 2?
Oh, we gotta play Math Circus 2.
Yeah, I told you. My girlfriend requested a game.
Oh, shit. We haven't had a request in a long time.
No. She requested the game she wanted to play, like she wants to get. And so I said,
excited.
okay, like what's the game? And she figured out what it was called. What was it called? It was like a puzzle adventure, like the 4th grade adventures puzzle something. And I was like, when was this game made? Like, why do you want to play this one specifically? And I think it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
But like my question was like, why not play a better game? And then I go to look up like reviews on this game, and the first comment is, why would you want to play this game when you could play a newer version? So finally I convinced her to find like a newer version of the game, like an educational game.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm so not familiar with educational games.
I watched a video and I can't remember what it was, and this is going to be a very incohesive statement, but it was like a serious video, but it was a Super Bunny Hop video, and he used music in the background that was from something else, and it was like really obviously where it was from, and it's very unusual for him. And it was a video about like was like a serious topic. So everyone in the comments is all debating the serious topic, and I'm going through just trying to find the first person that mentions the music that I noticed as well. And it was like 19 like comments down. I was like, hey.
Yeah, that's always really tough when you're looking for a specific comment. You're like, hey, can I get some context?
Yeah.
But no one else seems interested in the context.
That happens a lot to me.
Where
Like the thing that I'm thinking about is like way more. Like it's more interesting to me, but nobody gives a shit.
You mean in real life or in comment sections?
Well, both, I guess.
I find that's one of those really hard things to balance, like what people want to talk about or are interested in, and that is like, oh,
hey!
a tauntaun.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. Next time. Fucking crazy ass platforms.
Jesus.
With a fixed camera angle.
This is that Yoshi episode of Super Mario Sunshine, where you have to hit those silly clouds, those fish, turn them into clouds.